Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Today, I'm gonna talk about a recent real-life experience at work. And actually, as a result of that experience, I decided to leave this job. With the year coming to an end, I thought it's a good time to speak honestly. I usually talk about Japanese culture, but even as a Japanese person, some parts of Japanese society and workplaces are hard for me to fit into. Maybe people from other countries living or working in Japan feel the same way. I've lived in the US for about 8 years, so I can somewhat understand that perspective. The footage you are seeing is from a farmer's market I recently visited, one of my favorite relaxing spots. While enjoying this atmosphere, I hope you can listen to my story about Japanese workplace culture and my personal experience. Maybe it will give you some insight into Japanese workplace culture. You might find it surprising compared to how things work in your country. So, let's get started. Here's a real experience from my workplace now. I'm working part-time. There is a group leader, but another, more senior person clearly seems to be the one actually in charge. They had very different ways of thinking, which made things complicated. Because it wasn't clear whose instructions I should follow, I asked in our group chat. No one responded. Instead, the branch manager replied. The next morning, not even a single good morning came from the team. I could feel a subtle cold atmosphere. If you've ever been new somewhere, you probably know how uncomfortable that can be. At one point, the branch manager assigned me to a certain task. But the senior person suddenly removed me from it. When I asked why, he said the branch manager changed the plan. However, when I asked the branch manager directly, he was surprised. He didn't know anything about it. In that moment, I realized how easily confusion can happen when you don't feel free to ask questions openly. To understand why things like this happen, it's important to look at some aspects of Japanese workplace culture, such as unwritten rules and the strong expectations that read the atmosphere. Experiences like these are one of the main reasons I personally found it difficult to fit into Japanese workplaces. Next, I wanna compare this with my experiences abroad and during my student years to highlight some cultural differences. I spent several years living in the US. Even as a university student, I often had to express my opinions. It was a great learning experience. Debates and group discussions were common. Expressing your ideas was natural and expected. There's no right or wrong in opinions. The fun is seeing how ideas differ. Even if there's some conflict, it doesn't stick afterward. That was really refreshing for me. In contrast, in Japan, opportunities to voice your opinions are limited. Speaking up can be seen as rocking the boat, which may lead to gossip or cold stares. These differences are one reason I personally struggled in Japanese workplaces. Through my experiences abroad, I learned that having and expressing your opinion is normal and valuable. But in Japan, it might feel a bit restrictive at times. This isn't just my personal struggle. Many people from abroad experience similar cultural friction in Japanese workplaces. Looking back on this experience, it really made me think about how I work and what I value. I used to wonder why I couldn't quite fit into Japanese workplaces. Reflecting on my time abroad and my student years, I've realized that having my own opinions and expressing them is natural and important for me. In Japan, harmony is often prioritized and conflict avoided. But I've learned that honest communication and exchanging opinions are essential for true harmony. Having faced these challenges, I've gained experience through several different jobs. Each of these experiences has taught me something valuable and helped me understand the kind of work environment that suits me best. Another thing I've noticed about working in Japan is that having multiple job experiences is sometimes seen negatively. Rather than valuing the skills and perspective you gain, staying in one place for a long time is often considered ideal. How about in your country or workplace? Do people feel free to speak their minds, or is there a culture of avoiding conflict? What about hierarchical structures like seniority-based systems? I've personally always been curious about this, so I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for staying with me until the end. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!